I remember liking that book in school. Was it Into the Wild? Chris McCandless, the guy,
the one
who,
where
like,
the guy dies in the woods.
I made a video about that guy.
Really?
Did he
I remember
eat poison potatoes or something?
There's a lot of theories. You're talking about why he died, right?
Yeah.
That's one of the main theories, the poison potatoes, or there was a kind of like beetroot in the area that he ate that there was like a specific strain of that would make you sick or whatever. I mean, really what killed him was that it got a lot colder than he was expecting. But
I thought you were going to say pride.
Yeah. I mean, in essence, it's like Chris McCandless is an interesting one. He didn't really value his life as far as like the actual living or like the longevity of it. He was very clear in his writings that he just valued the experience, like to do something others haven't.
My favorite of his writings is that sign he left by his van that says, "Please fucking help if you find this. Not a joke. God save me. Very weak. Can't hike out. Foraging for berries." It's something like that.
Bears are salivating.
Yeah, it says like, if I'm not here, I'm out foraging, please. Yeah.
Did he?
His journal's so sad. Like the last few days of his life. Like, oh man, breaks my heart,
I don't know his story very well, but I choose to believe his journal has story after story of him diddling himself in honor of Anne Frank.
I can't spare the liquid, but let's shake one out.
Load's getting smaller and smaller.
I'll forage tomorrow. It's me day.
Down to my last bottle of lock and load.
Yeah, that I just remember like that guy wasn't a wildlife survival expert. It would be like me going out there and starting a journal and being like, day 1, I'm avoiding the very colorful plants, but I'm starting to get hungry. It's like day 1, hour 4. Hunger's setting in.
I haven't seen a sun barbecue in
hour.
The 20-piece nugget I brought with me is running low.
What, don't you just hate it when you get a 20-piece, but they only give you 1 dipping sauce? And who thought that warm ranch was a good dipping sauce? I wish I had service. I'd give them 1 star.
That's basically what his fucking book was. Just fail after fail. We're going to hunt for rabbits today. Those fuckers are quick.
The craziest thing is while he was in, he took pictures on a handheld camera. All he had with him was a .22 rifle. While he was in Alaska, he killed a moose. And he took pictures with it. Like how on earth was this guy hiding in a tree? And drop down on it.
You'd have to shoot it in the fucking head or the heart or something.
Yeah,
I've never seen a moose in person, but I understand from the internet that they are colossal beyond.
They're their back's 7 feet high. Yeah,
they can fuck.
So I don't know if a .22 rifle can cut through enough thick muscle to get to the heart of a goddamn moose. So you might have to shoot it in the eye. I don't know, because if you hit its skull at the wrong angle, I think it'll literally skim off. Like it'll just ride under the skin and dink off its head. I mean, look at that. Gosh. Because parts of its skull are extra armored by the antlers and where they grow under the skin. Shooting that thing effectively and killing it with a .22 rifle, let's say we've got 5 shots, not 50. Yeah, it's not like a Ruger. If we got a Ruger 1022 with a box magazine,
I think he
might have a bad day.
I think he had a bolt action.
Bolt action would be like in the video games when you try to do something like that, and you anger it and it kills you, or more likely it just run away and you'd never see or hear of it again.
Yeah,
it would be.
It's a crazy accomplishment to kill that. Done? I mean, slowly, but
where? Oh, it'd run away.
You hit it in the eye or the side of the head.
How far would it get with a bullet through its lungs?
I think. I'm pretty sure Chris
a long way with a .22 bullet through its lung. It would run beyond it. You'd never find it. Like I've shot deer and lost them, with a bow hunting. And that was a deer. This thing will run further than a deer.
I can run upwards of 8 miles an hour. That won't keep up with a moose.
I think Chris
in the wilderness. And what if you catch it?
That's a wolf on the right.
Yeah, and those wolves are pretty big.
With a collar.
Yeah, the people keep pet wolves up there. That's a thing you can do. Chris, I'm pretty sure he killed it with a knife. if I recall correctly.
Really?
Which, like, good on him. Like, I'm.
You know what I have seen that's really big? Bison. I've seen those in person.
Those are huge, yeah.
Yes, I've seen those too.
Yeah.
I think maybe in the Smoky Mountains they have like a nature reserve park thing, and they have bison there, perhaps.
Yeah.
I may have been to the same place, but I've also saw them when I did that motorcycle trip on the Tat. They're just wild. Like they're grazing bison.
And out in Texas, I've seen a bunch of. I don't even know the names of like.
Right, the various the things that aren't antelopes but kind of are.
Exactly. So according to like childhood like science or science class, there's antelope and buffalo. Let's move along. there's like 50 species of hooved animal in Africa, and so that dude had that's a kudu, and that's a Himalayan kudu. You see how its horns are black and spiral? It's like all these weird
fast and jumpy
or something
deer.
like that. That's what its name. So many different kinds of weird goats and deer and stuff there that I've seen. The coolest thing was that fucking camel. I wanted that camel. It was $8,000. What are you gonna do with a camel, though?
Where'd you see a camel for sale?
$8,000, and then keeping
Texas.
It alive is $1,000 a month.
Yeah, you can. So for $8,000, you could shoot it, and like that's what it's. If you wanted to, because it's on a hunting preserve. It's like if you want to,
camel hunting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are they even good to eat?
Oh,
I'm sure.
delicious! It's
What
the
was
most
the camel's
succulent
name?
meat in Arabia.
Okay. Probably, but are they
They
good?
say a sultan would trade 5 slaves
Yeah, right.
for a camel steak. It's camel. I mean,
I don't know.
Be good.
Horse
I
is
don't fucking know.
probably good, and it's just like a shittier horse.
Yeah, I don't know.
I still think horse would be awful.
dry.
I've thought of I guarantee you it's like jerky texture. It
What's
cannot
in
be
the
that
hump
good.
of
Really?
a camel?
Water.
Is it just fat?
It's fat. Yeah.
It's fat
Yeah.
It's not
with
water.
a lot of.
No, I'm
There's-
sorry. I'm
Do you think
sorry,
it was
Kyle.
like a canteen?
Yeah, I thought it was like a canteen. I mean, I didn't think it was literally like you could pop the side of it with a straw.
It sounds
But
like
I
you
thought
did.
it was some sort of.
Yeah, you thought
I was like,
Kyle was so impressive with
I
the
didn't
hour
think
thing
that it was
when he
like a
dropped the
straw.
ball with the camel.
You're having your own chickens don't fuck moment. Yeah,
That'll never happen. You still don't know where chickens come from.
I'm
Nobody
almost
does.
positive
Vertical titties.
they come from eggs.
Zach says they're vertical titties, and I'm
No,
going with
they're
that.
not mammary. They're not mammary glands. Those are
Oh,
still
they
on
are.
their belly.
They
no,
are.
no.
They are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't
If you're
try
out
that
in the
either,
desert-
Kyle.
Yes,
Don't
they
try
are.
that. They will not like it.
For a while, maybe.
They like it when you. So but the camel's name was Sushi, and it was like sushi, and the fucking thing would come running like a dog, and you could feed it carrots.
And you
It
wanted
was
to shoot
pretty-
it?
No, I wanted to own it. I wanted
Oh,
to
okay.
like live at my dad's farm, and like I wanted to go.
I thought you
They
said it was
probably
on a
lived to
hunting
be like
preserve.
50.
It was,
was.
but he has his pets on the reserve too. you know,
Oh,
there's
okay.
all
Well, that's a
sorts of
horrible
wildlife there.
idea. Why believe your pet's on a hunting reserve?
Well, no, but
That's-
all right, let me just say this: if you accidentally shoot the camel, what the fuck? What the fuck, Dave? It's a cat. What were you here to shoot again, Mike? I forgot.
I thought that's what you were describing. I thought you were like,
were
it's a
here,
camel hunting trip.
Deer hunting.
Mike, you're
That's
not
what
going to
says
believe
here,
it.
Mike.
I just killed the craziest boar you've ever seen.
Yeah,
I
Mike,
think Zach's
what's that?
right about the vertical titties thing because I bid it without foreplay and it didn't go over
Yeah.
well.
No.
Camel was
Stop
definitely
hiding.
mad. And for what I know of women, probably.
I don't know why you guys are down on horse meat. I bet horse meat tastes good. The French
Dude,
eat horses,
no,
and they're great
no.
at cooking.
Isn't the fat content?
Have
a
you,
big part
for one,
of
have
it,
you
the
had like
marbling?
French cuisine, like true French cuisine? That's
I've never been
like,
to France.
I've had horse.
Yeah. It's like they're the people who thought eating live snails would be a great idea. Like,
I feel like that was just like arrogance on their part. Where they were like, "We're so good
They're
at
still
like
eating 'em.
cheeses and like desserts that we're gonna make snails good." And
Mhm.
They're still
they
eating
probably are good. I'd eat snails. I'd give them a go.
no,
You
no,
wouldn't?
I don't. I don't think I could bring myself. I don't
Do you
think I
like
could bring myself
oysters?
to eat anything alive. I do like
Yeah,
oysters.
I love oysters.
I would eat dead snails, but like the way I hear escargot traditionally served, they're always alive.
Oh, really?
hey.
I would prefer them to be dead. I thought
Wait.
they were all dead.
Oh, no. We're gonna
I've
bake
had
that
escargot. It was definitely not alive. I'm going to check that. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you don't want
I've
that
always
alive.
heard that traditional, like French escargot in the U.S. is cooked. I'd eat cooked escargot.
I would wager, and again, I only know what the YouTube people teach me. I would wager that snails carry some sort of weird parasites, and eating them raw, you could end up with some sort of a fucking worm in your brain that tells you that you're the devil.
Yeah, you should cook
I'm going to only eat baked escargot.
And then we've got to get out the Key of Solomon, and it's going to be a whole deal. And it's
you have to go through, make sure you're not possessed.
Imagine if Wendigoon went crazy, like legitimately, like wearing clown makeup and showing up crazy. Okay. and that crazy utilized all of the weird darkness that he's read into, all the theology, all of the demonology, fictional and non-fictional. Not that some of it's real in the like brick and mortar way per se, but some of it was written to be real. They're like, yeah, this is how I fucking call on demons, and it really was, you know. He could be a real scary guy. Like if he ever snapped and had that cold sweat down his brow moment where he's just sort of fucking twitching out, and that
you would.
Scary.
I Googled it. I couldn't find any source that said they were served alive. They all talked about how they were, like their intestines were cleared while they're still alive, and they're cooked alive, but not served alive.
Okay, all right.
I don't care about a snail being cooked alive. They don't even feel. They just feel fresh.
Just put that quick cement in their mouth.
Wait.
That's air escaping.
Just air escaping.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather have horse than escargot anyway. Lots of cuts of lean meat are still good. Like, I'm not saying that horse would be.
You are on this horse train. You are staying on it, bro.
They use horse in sausages, like hard salami like sausages. Like they mix it in with pork and lamb or whatever in a lot of countries. I've had sausage, and then I was like, "Where'd this come from again?" I got like a sausage sampler, and it had horse meat in it. It said horse on the back, or maybe it didn't say horse, but it said like the food industry word for horse, and it was like, "Wait, what's that?
Equine.
What's that meat?" I don't remember, but I bet,
Taylor, you live in a major city. You could get exotic food if you wanted.
I could get meats. some exotic meats. I would try horse. I don't even know how it's served. I doubt it's like horse steaks. I bet it's something else.
Zach, find us some horse steaks. I would like horse sausage, or like I could do sort of a charcuterie with, or maybe some sort of breakfast sausage that's like 50% horse, 30% pork, 20%. Just pork fat or something. I don't know.
I bet it looks almost exactly like a.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it,
I could eat a horse.
Thank you. I was like ragging on horse meat for being lean, but it can't be that much leaner than like deer meat, right?
I bet it's like the same level of lean as
nothing can be leaner than rabbit meat, though.
That's true, and rabbit can be pretty good. So.
You got to sauce up rabbit though.
Maybe you've turned me around a little bit, Taylor. Maybe I'll go hunt a horse.
That's not how you eat a brace of conies.
That's not how you eat a brace of conies.
Right,
I need to rewatch that. Yes, ad time.
I keep saying.
Thank you for the
leanest meat available is Kyle's Tinder profile.
He is lean.
He's so lean.
I'd eat a slice of Kyle.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't want to eat him alive because he's probably rife with parasites.
All that test that you get in there, though, I don't know. That'd be pretty.
2022 Taylor is where the good meat is, right there. That's what you want.
Oh yeah, you want that. Just an absurd amount of marbling, the kind of steaks that you have to turn on its side just to render down that giant band.
Is this human cheese fed?
Yes, he's entirely cheese fed. It's like, that's cruel. That's cruel. How could you do that? It's like he did it to himself.
We found him this way, trust
me. You held down this poor man and fed him nothing but cheese for years on end. It's like, no, he's a free-range cheeseman. We gave him all the freedom in the world, and he signed his own death certificate.
Free-range cheese.
I love cheese. I can eat cheese all day.